Hey Virgo, it's Meg with Padmes, and I am doing your reading for March 18th through 24th. So we're calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light, because I don't want to talk to anyone else. This is for anyone in Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So check all your placements to get a grand spectrum picture of what your energy is for the week of the 18th through the 24th. I'm also going to be answering questions at the very end. So it's going to be like you can pause the video and think about 3 questions you want answered. And I'm going to use the angel oracle and answer yes or no. And then I'm going to get a clarifier to talk a little bit more about the energy. But the first thing I want to do is look at your energy for the week. What's going on around you in present time? And get some advice and see what's happening, Virgo. So here we go. What else is going on, Virgo? All right. So the first thing that I'm noticing, Virgo, is the big picture has a lot to do with, I want to say finances right off the bat. I like to say resources and time, energy, effort, love, money, information, anything that keeps you going. However, I'm hearing finances just right off the bat. This is about resources. It is about being grounded, safe, and centered and secure. And that is the big picture for the 18th through the 24th for you, Virgo. So let's check that out a little bit more. I'm also seeing that you are coming up as the Empress, complete abundance. The Empress is pregnant, but that doesn't mean that you're pregnant. It does mean that you are a lady boss. Not assigning sex to any of these cards, but that's what the Empress could be. But also, it's just about being open to receive great abundance. So I love that. And I love that your higher self is bringing your attention to that type of energy in your field right now. So yeah, I even want to say lady luck, which is interesting too. So there you have that. Okay, so then your angels and guides are specifically saying there's something going on. Here's your Queen of Pentacles and she's in reverse. So it's like you have all this great energy of abundance around you, yet you're not, it's like you're not giving it the time of day. You're not grounding into it, or you're not acknowledging it. And I want to know why. I want to know why, Virgo. Why aren't you acknowledging? You know, I also feel like there's some physical stuff going on here. This is health. This is good health. But the physical stuff, like the money, like tangible things, are coming in, and you're being open to receive them. And then this is like, I feel like this is a worthiness thing. I even want to say worthiness cause, which is kind of a funny way to say that, but just double check your crown, Queen of Pentacles. Just double check it. Just remember who you are right quick. Remember that intrinsically you deserve all of what it is that you're receiving in a good sense. So yeah, I want to ask, is there anything going on there that we need to be aware of here? Virgo, 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 this might be spreading yourself too thin. And you might be, I don't want to say this in the way that it's going to sound, but this is what I'm hearing. It's like wanting or offering something frivolous. Even when I say that, my throat chakra closes up. So there's something about speaking your truth about what it is that you really want. Here are a whole bunch of things that you might have said that you wanted, or a whole bunch of things that you think that you want, but there's something about them that is kind of on a surface level, because on a deeper level, you want something better. You want something deeper. You want something more secure, or you want something better. It's like something of more value or more worth. And that does not have to be a tangible thing. It could be, you know, instead of getting a tin can car, I want a heavier one in the snow, whatever it is. But it's something about frivolous I'm hearing frivolous identity too. But what that means to me is identity space. And I'm feeling my throat chakra close up like a crazy person right now. Okay. So there's something about speaking your divine truth. The divine truth actually does come from that heart space, that identity space. And then your throat chakra speaks it out into the world or to yourself, your truth to yourself. So there's something about I'm not I'm not giving myself enough credit for the things that I can really have or the things that I deserve. So, Virgo, we need to reevaluate that. Sevens are all about reevaluation also. So, reevaluate some of these things that you're wanting because this Empress part of you is like ready to receive the good thing, the good. Okay. Coming from a place of, too, feeling like you've been drained in the past, but then recouping your resources somehow. So, this really could be recuperating, getting back into the swing of things, and, possibly not crushing it just yet, not asking for too much all at once. But I don't get the idea that you are going to be asking for too much all at once. And now that we're talking about all of that, let's get to the heart of the situation. And the heart of the situation is talking about here's the Queen of Wands. She knows what to do with all that energy, and she knows what to cut out of her life that doesn't serve her, that keeps her from all of that good. So she knows where to channel this, she knows what to do with it, and she also knows what she wants. This is about cutting out things that don't serve you. That's also about cutting out energy that it's not necessarily bad energy. It's not necessarily other people's energy. It's not necessarily energy that is negative. It's just energy that doesn't serve you anymore. So keep that in mind, Virgo. Happening now and into the near future. On one hand, this is about not pursuing something. I'm going to get a qualifier on that in just a moment here. But on the other hand, this is about not having any apologies about what it is that you want. I'm not going to apologize for what I want. Let's see what's going on. Virgo. This is some serious business this month, Virgo. Right. All right. This is wishes fulfilled. And this is like doing it your own damn self kind of thing. It's like I'm an expert at what it is that I'm doing and I love what I'm doing, or it's I want to love what I'm doing and I want to be an expert at what I'm doing. I feel like you're doing it already. Well, happening now and into the near future. So this is I'm not apologizing for who I am, and I'm also not apologizing for doing what it is that I want and making money, pulling my resources together, doing it how I want to do it. This is you being independent. This could even be you like self-made, you know, independent, doing your own thing. You don't need anyone else to help you. You are very capable on your own, making your money, pulling in your resources, doing what you need to do. Saying that, I will go down here to your advice, which is talking about, well, first of all, I was going to say collaboration. It's talking about agreements and collaboration and contracts and things like that. But this is also about other people putting you on a pedestal. It's other people acknowledging your worth and acknowledging your expertise. So I do like that. And it's your advice. So I feel like your advice is kind of talking to you, especially over here in this higher, your angels and guides saying, if you're spreading yourself too thin and you don't feel grounded and you don't feel like, you can ask for what it is that you want, you need to figure that out. You need to address your energy limits and limitations. That doesn't mean that you're weak. It means you know where you want to channel your energy and you don't need to spread your energy too thin. You need to focus and channel it so that you're using your full power, you're standing in your full power. I want to say too, I'm hearing you're standing in your full elegance and grace. That's interesting and very pretty. Okay, so release the idea that you have accepted the challenge or you have accepted this offer that's being given to you. It's like there's something that you haven't accepted just yet. And you're like, I have resistance to some challenges moving forward. Let's ask about that. What are these challenges moving forward? What's going on? Virgo. I have some challenges about negative self-speak. Yeah, like I'm not ready to do it. I'm not able to do it. I have too much going on. I can't handle all of this at once. I have resistance to moving forward because of negative self-speak. I want to ask one more about that. Actually, there's another one that wants to come out too. Okay. So here it's like, all right, so this negative self-speak is definitely keeping you from grounding into what it is that you can do. It's definitely keeping you from channeling your purpose, is what I'm hearing. Wow. Okay. And this negative self-speak is very specifically coming from the past. It's coming from stuff that happened in the past. I feel like it's coming from stuff that somebody else told you, or somebody else kind of like, perhaps inadvertently, but perhaps directly, programmed you to think not highly of yourself, or not as highly of yourself as you are worth. And this is old stuff that you're continuing to tell yourself that I don't even feel like came from you in the first place. So keep that in mind. This advice card is talking about recognizing other people, recognizing you, but always validation coming from yourself is more powerful than anything. So I think that's very purposeful. Let's look at past, present, and future for Virgo. So in the past, again, with the recuperation, there's some kind of recuperation aspect going on here, but this is healthy self-reflection, and it's also um, it's meditation. It's looking for answers. It's seeking the truth, but seeking the truth from within. That's a good thing. Um, I feel like when we do that, that is very validating. Okay, so here, oh, this is so fabulous. Here we have the 10 of Pentacles, and here we have the 10 of Cups. So for me, it's like, this is present time happening now. And this is like legacy, windfall, money, money, money. That's what I'm hearing. That's so funny. But it's like you have reached some sort of a goal. This is a bonus. This is a, like basically having it all. And this is having all of your emotional needs met. Like seriously, lots of emotional fulfillment. And then when I see this reversed, what it usually means for me is like, I have attained everything that I've wanted. Now what? Now what do I do? I will say this too. For some of you, this is like, I have attained everything that I've wanted, but I'm not emotionally happy. I have like all these riches. I have all these resources. I have all these things, but something's missing. So that's just for some of you. I feel like for most of you, this is, I've attained all of this stuff. I've attained, this wealth, and I'm also hearing wealth of knowledge. So somebody could have just graduated from something, or they're about to, but this is, having all of these goods. I even want to say they're things, they're physical things, and money and stability making things. But then it's like, I've achieved this emotional gratification too. And when it's reversed, it can be like, what do I do now? I got all of my achievements that I had on my list checked off. What do I do? So that's really super interesting to me, and congratulations. And then here in the finale, we've got the Ace of Wands. So just when you think you don't know what it is that you want, what am I going to do now? Another brand new endeavor pops in. Something exciting and wonderful. So for those of you who are not emotionally fulfilled, this is the ticket. Those of you who have everything, this is also the ticket. This is like something that truly inspires you. Talk about heart chakra, your identity space, what comes from your heart, what makes you sing, what makes you feel so completely joyful. This is it, and this is in the trajectory. Let's ask a little bit more about that. Wow, and that doesn't surprise me at all, because this is where you're coming from. We have some challenges here to work through, some programs to release, Virgo, but ain't no thing. Get it going, because you've got stuff to do, and you absolutely have the energy to do it. So check that out. You have the Ace of Swords here. You have the Ace of Pentacles here. You also have the Ace of Wands here. That is a lot of wishes coming true, Virgo. Okay, I want to ask a little bit more about this trajectory. Wow, here we have the King of Pentacles reversed. This is spectacular here, because we have the Queen of Wands, and the Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. Both of them are reversed. So what that means is both of them are not standing in their true power and their true potential. So before this happens, before this trajectory happens, really focus on what it is that you're saying to yourself that isn't even coming from you. Any kind of programming and false beliefs that are not like fully supporting you. Look into what those are. This is like, I'm not stepping into this. Why would you not step into it? Okay. I'm all about dropping defenses. Um, I'm all about surrendering to the universe. However, sometimes we need to take action. This is definitely an action card. I mean, it is a new beginning, but wands are about taking action based on your heart. So there has to be some action involved in this. You can't just sit back and wait for it to fall in your lap. You have to acknowledge it and walk toward it when you see it. Okay? And you can't keep any kind of negative self input. You can't let that keep you from walking toward this opportunity, right? It's like, on one hand, it's like you're thinking it's going to fall in your lap and it's going to be easy and effortless. And it might appear to be that way at first, but I'm just saying it's super important to take action, acknowledge it, and say, I want this. Because if you look like your heart isn't in it, or if you look like you're way too casual about it, it seems like somebody else is going to grab it. But you don't have to worry about it. You just can't wait for it to fall in your lap. You just have to go acknowledge it, right? Oh, and this is exactly what you want. This is just like, I exert my energy, but I'm also receiving so much back from it. This is also, I'll talk about money. This might be another, it feels like it's a possible investment, but this, of course, could be investment in money, but time and energy and effort. But it just really feels like something that you absolutely love. And I love to hear that. Let me see. I want to know if your higher self wants to say anything about this whole situation here. There's a lot going on, Virgo. Higher self, higher self. This is a choice that you have to make. Some kind of choice that you have to make. And what is it about? Yeah, of course, standing in your power. I'm also hearing standing in your faith of choice, which is interesting. And so that's for somebody out there. But standing in your power, you have to make a choice. And I'm also hearing about the truth. You have to make a choice about your truth. And of course, because that's why I was feeling your throat chakra, this is your speaking your truth chakra. Okay. You have to make a choice about standing in your power. Oh, or you're going to be disappointed. What is the deal, Virgo? I want to ask your angels and guides. What is it that you need to stand up for here? Oh, this could be taking some time for yourself, or the very fact that you did take some time for yourself. Don't let anybody tell you that that wasn't okay to do. This recuperation period that you had, or you're just coming out of, you just take that time that you need. But this is like, stop the presses. Don't let anybody tell you that that's not okay. This time that you took for yourself. If that's what it's about and you have to stand up for that, you do it. Okay, I want to ask your angels and guides again, anything else? Right. If you don't stand up for yourself, or you don't just stand in your power and say, I did what I did and that's what I did and I chose it and I stand by it. That's all you have to do. It's not like you have to bite anybody's head off or get into a confrontation. You just have to like stand strong in your choice. You know, it's kind of like, yeah, that's what I needed to do and I did it. That's it. You know, it's like no explanation required, really. But the reason why this is important is because this allows you to take this opportunity when it comes in. It's like putting yourself first, ultimately. It's putting yourself first. This is your highest and your greatest potential. This is also your angels and guides talking to you. And when you don't put yourself first, or you tell the universe or your subconscious self that you're not important, you miss messages, because then like the fog creeps in and your guides are like, this is what this time was for yourself. This is what it was all about. Internal validation. Know your worth. And that's exactly what the Empress, what your higher self is telling you. Step into that because you are so all about that. Okay. This is a fantastic reading, Virgo. You just have homework. Okay. I want to pull from the Angel Oracle. We've got 3 questions. So think of your 3 questions. You might want to pause the video to think of them. But I'm going to answer yes or no. And then also pull a clarifier for any kind of energy around those 3 questions. Okay, here's the first one. The first one is, I would say this would be a yes, and it's about helpful people. And, you know, immediately when I hear helpful people, I also hear that there are people who are not helpful. So keep that in mind. Like, connect with people who are actually helpful, who are listening to your, who are out for your greatest good and your greatest intention. Not those people, this is interesting. Here is the 5 of Pentacles. Not those people who are trying to drain your energy. This one wanted to come out too. Oh, here we have the 10 of Cups. So we're doubling up with the 10 of Cups over here. When you release the people who are draining you and you connect with the people who have your greatest good in mind, this is when the 10 of Cups comes into play. This is when you're completely emotionally satisfied, where you have it all. You have ultimate happiness. So that first question, it was a yes, and also advice around cutting people out and energy out that doesn't serve you. Okay, here is question number 2. Recovery, rest and recovery, rest and digest. That's definitely something that came up in the spread here. I would say this is a yes, but this is also, I feel like it's a yes, but it's also going at your own pace. And, oh, that's good. I don't know if you can hear her, but that's a Rainbow, my puppy dog over there making those little noises. Okay, we're getting some clarification on this second. Temperance, reversed. So this is about, talk about recovery. This literally is recovery is needed. And it can be recovery from codependency. It can be recovery from some sort of addiction, any kind of addiction, alcohol addiction, shopping addiction, addiction to love, addiction to people, addiction to having your car washed every day, something like that. But yeah, that's really interesting. So you've gotten, that's recovery twice. This could also be someone else's recovery and they're in your life and it affects you. So keeping that in mind. All right. The third question, Virgo, and this is the one that wanted to come out. If you believe, I was singing that this morning, or I was hearing that. I'm not even going to try to continue singing that, but it's that REM song about Kaufman, that Kaufman guy. If you believe. And it's like, I feel like that song is all about the joy in life and also about, you know, how people have to, they're attracted to sensationalizing, or the sensationalist, like the next big thing, the next big thing, the next big thing, bigger, bigger, better, better, all of that stuff. That's coming up. But I would say this is a yes, if you believe. I also was listening to this morning, or seeing this. If you believe you can, you're right. And if you believe you can't, you're also right. So that's coming to mind as well. If you believe. This card has this beautiful angel with the sacred geometry, this Metatron's cube. And this is all about connecting to the universe to manifest, which is exactly what this is all about. And this as well. So, okay, I am going to pull a clarifier out here at some point. Clarifier, if you believe. Wow, right? Here's the Magician and the Magician's reversed. So there's this thing that's going on here about standing in your power, Virgo, and giving yourself, acknowledging what it is that you are capable of. Somebody I feel like is telling you you're not capable of something, or they did in the past, and it's creeping up. And you need to get that out of there so that you can do your manifesting. But this is exactly what I was saying. You're not, this is like the Magician reversed is not using your gifts and your tools and your talents to get what it is that you want. It's like you're not even acknowledging that you have all those things. But that's the thing. If you believe you can, you're right. If you believe you can't, you're also right. So working with the universe around that. This is a yes, kind of like a yes, but a yes, but first you have to do your homework and get that other energy out of your space that's telling you you can't do it. Okay, Virgo. Thank you so much for being with me today. And I'm looking forward to your full moon romance readings. We're going to do some full moon love readings this month, and I'm looking forward to it. I will talk to you soon. Thanks for being here with me, and have a really good month.